apakah yang akan berlangsung. Ini adalah stage 1 sepengat saya Farid Ahmad. Okey, di stage 1 ni sebentar saja lagi siapa-siapa yang dekat dalam ni kan nak berkongsikan dengan siapa-siapa yang berada di luar ataupun mereka yang ada dengar ni. Sebentar lagi kita akan ada topik ataupun perbincangan konten TikTok 10 kali lebih laju dengan AI. Wow, okay, it's gonna be interesting. Dan di dewan sebelah, just to create, maybe kalau anda tertanya, di sebelah kita ada founder jadi influencer versus key opinion consumer. Mana satu lagi efektif? Dan dalam masa yang sama juga, seperti mana sebelum kita berehat tadi, di luar juga ada berlangsungnya workshop. Jadi it's up to all of you. Saya kata kalau sekejap tengok yang ini ke sebelah ke apa, terpulang. Tapi I believe untuk sesi di stage 1 ini, TikTok 10 kali lebih laju dengan AI. Ini mesti nak belajar juga ni. Okay, so make sure boleh panggil kawan-kawan di luar sana, can WhatsApp dan sebagainya untuk kita sama-sama berkongsi sebentar saja lagi apa yang berlaku di dalam stage 1 ni ataupun hall 1 ni.
Say hi to the street.
Kena buat TikTok. Now it's already ni sebulan 2 lebih.
Boleh.
Hello, Lebih. Hi. I've seen the video. I just not sure whether you or the AI. Was it? This one can't I touch you a bit. This one real lah.
I love those cat videos. I love those cat videos.
Which one, sorry?
The cat videos. The good cat.
Yeah, I saw your TikTok also got.
This what used to be called Mujibah. Ada Melayu, sini India.
Yeah.
Zaman hippies dulu inilah dia Mujibah.
Kenapa sekarang
Sekarang dia orang kena satuan Malaysia.
Oh, ada beza eh.
Yeah, I think it's finding the niche is the toughest part.
Justin. Dah.
Okay. Session. Boleh?
After my session,
Boleh.
yeah, you coming to my session? Yes. Dua. Okay, cool. Cuma kita pergi awal. Speaker dia sebab saya dah abang dah sekali kan.
Alright, okay, without further ado, thank you yang join kita di Hall 1 ataupun Stage 1 jam 2 petang ni. And I can guarantee, okay, siapa-siapa juga ada kat dalam ni akan menarik perhatian dia. Seperti ada ni, saya pun sembang dengan Miss Shikong tadi about AI dan sebagainya. Very interesting. Saya pun terfikir macam mana lah kalau lebih senang kita boleh buat konten Nak buat konten bank sekarang ni bukannya senang. Betul lah. Kita nak ada banyak macam mana lah, hari-hari nak ada. TikTok suruh kita ada 3 konten satu hari kan. Mana sakit pada kena cakap kan. Alright, so I hope bersama kita di stage 1 pada hari ini adalah sebentar saja lagi kita again topik kita lah konten TikTok 10 kali lebih laju dengan AI. So kita akan buka topik kita hari dengan satu video yang menarik. Jom sama-sama kita saksikan.
Hi, I'm Shin. Believe it or not, I'm not actually here right now. This is my AI cloned avatar, recorded in a real cafe just like this. We call it real scene cloning. It's not a green screen, but a real vibe and real setting. Bayangkan, konten boleh siap tanpa you kena ulang shooting. Recorded just once with real background, multiple angles. Gaya bercakap, mimik muka, vibe semua boleh replicate sebiji macam you tapi lagi bijak dan sentiasa bersedia muncul di media sosial bila-bila masa yang dinak. Inilah cara paling pantas untuk cipta konten sekarang. Lagi-lagi kalau you aktif kat TikTok. Tak tahu macam mana nak mula? Jumpa saya nanti dan saya akan tunjuk caranya. Dan kalau nak jalan income sebagai affiliate pun boleh.
Wow. Semua tepuk kan? Soalan saya tu, betul ke tu AI? Kejap lagi kita tanya kepada tuan punya badan. Saya pun nak tanya dia macam-macam soalan. Again, kita akan ada satu sesi yang sangat interaktif bersama dengan Encik Manisah sebentar saja lagi. Tapi kalau sekiranya kita ada Q&A juga kan nanti kan? Boleh kita open for Q&A. Alright, tanpa melengahkan masa kita bersama dengan moderator kita, Manisah Sarujee. Terima kasih Tuan Manisah. From Ini Command Brand Geeks Incorporated. Alright. Dan seterusnya kita jemput Mr. Ravi Shankar, our CMO of Asia Move. Mr. Ravi, people say jealous lah. You sure you very young ke CMO nanti budak-budak I nak minta kerja kat Asia boleh? Oh you I want to apply to work in Asia. 2 or 7 years. Oh, so you are the one who's selling Asia Move. Oh, cool. Okay, dan seterusnya. Ini AI yang ini AI. Miss Shikong. Oh, ini bukan AI Okay. Alright. Saya serahkan pentas ini kepada moderator kita, Encik Manisah. Silakan.
Okay. Hello, Assalamualaikum semua. Okay, semua macam apa tu, tak cukup makan ke? Baru lepas makan, Alhamdulillah. Okay, tapi okay, hello and Assalamualaikum semua. Okay, alright. Betul, I think kita masuk timing yang sangat-sangat kata agak berbahaya juga sebab dia kata sebelum waktu tengah hari korang lapar. kan? Lepas hari kita tengah pula kan. Jadi apa tu harap you all boleh join us dalam follow us dalam session ni. Thank you so much first and foremost for joining us, being here. So we got something very interesting that we want to share. But before I introduce my speakers, okay, I just nak tanya you all. Okay, siapa yang guna TikTok dekat sini? Okay, quite a lot that uses TikTok here. Okay, and then korang punya TikTok dapat result berapa X? Kita hari ni nak cakap tentang konten 10X kan? So ada yang dapat 5X? 5X apa ya? Agaknya yang Manisah tadi ni kan? So okay, daripada korang tak angkat tangan, I think we have to clarify what we mean by content 10X. But to do that, let me first introduce to you our speakers for today. So session ni kita akan conduct actually bahasa campur-campur, okay lah. So essentially our speakers are going to speak in English, but I can cuba translatekan to Malay. So memang how I wish kalau we can conduct this in AI, I think, because then we can make this one in Malay. But maybe that one awesome tahun depan lah ya guys. Okay, so let me introduce myself. So I'm Manisah, I'm from Brand Geeks, and I'm going to be your moderator today. Okay, and then today we have Ravi with us. So Ravi Shankar is the Chief Marketing Officer or CMO of AirAsian, bringing over 15 years of experience in branding, AI, marketing, customer experience, data science, technology, and commerce. There's a lot across the Asia Pacific region. Before rejoining Capital A in AirAsian, he served as Global CMO at CASM. So kalau you all ada yang ada jual kereta kepada CASM atau mungkin ada follow lah CASM punya social media. So I follow you actually, and I saw how CASM actually grew and got to the status of a unicorn. So amazing. And Ravi oversees branding, marketing, growth, and customer experience across multiple Southeast Asian countries. Earlier in his career, he held roles at Google in India and lain in Malaysia. Ravi is known for his passion for integrating AI into marketing strategies to drive growth and enhance customer satisfaction. So Ravi is not a Malaysian. Okay. Later kalau you all ada soalan to Ravi, you need to ask the question in English. Okay. But I think in terms of his interest in culture, I will share why I think that he is very interested in our language as well. Okay, and fun fact, actually, kalau you all tengok on the screen, ada QR code to Ravi's TikTok pages. Okay, so ada one is in English and one is in Malay. So in Indonesian Malay. So I suggest that you go check out his TikTok accounts while the session is going on, because I can tell you, I never thought that cats would get like sampai 1 million followers, 750,000, 500,000. So I think to me is bizarre and interesting. I never thought that cats would get so much followers, cat videos. So do check out his TikTok videos while you're at it. And then together with Ravi, we have Shin. Shin is a visionary TV host, turned AI entrepreneur. Fun fact about Shin is that she still is a workshop presenter, right? I memang suka browse window shopping, window workshop. So I have come across Shin actually. It's unbelievable that somebody from workshop is trying to bring that to the rest of the world. Okay, and Shinkong is a visionary TV host and AI entrepreneur, and the founder of Amazing Third, and it's Malaysia's first homegrown AI digital human company. With a passion for merging culture and technology, she's redefining human AI interaction to help brands scale, storytell, and connect in smarter, more human ways. Okay, I think that was intended. Okay, under her leadership, Amazing has pioneered groundbreaking projects including Malaysia's first AI news anchor, delivering daily news, the world's first AI Mazu, which brought Malaysia's AI innovation onto the national and cultural stage. And AI-driven tourism initiatives reshaping how visitors experience Malaysia through interactive storytelling and virtual engagement. Okay, so that's welcome Ravi and Shin. So happy to have you guys today with me to discuss about the topic which is on how to basically achieve 10x contents on TikTok. Okay, so how we're going to run the session is I have a series of sessions. I think we'll be running a poll on Slido, but let's see how that goes. But we'll open up to everybody the opportunity to ask questions at the end. So please save your questions. Kalau ada soalan, boleh save boleh save soalan. So siapa yang maybe tak berapa fluent bercakap bahasa Inggeris and then perlu translation, so cakap bahasa Malaysia, boleh translate kan? Bahasa lain, I belum boleh lagi. Okay, so ini dia. Okay, so we're going to start off with the first batch of questions, but time check. Okay, we're at 2:19, so let's make sure that we're on track on this. Okay, so the first set is essentially on TikTok trends. Okay, so I want to ask both of you. I'm going to start with Ravi first. Okay, so TikTok content moves fast. What are the biggest trends you're seeing right now, okay, that brands should leverage?
Can you hear me okay?
Okay.
So I think the biggest, I would say what brands are missing out right now is brands are slow, right? So brands are slow in kind of hopping onto the trend, right? So, and the other trend brands are completely missing out is they're not featuring their employees in the content. It's all ads and visuals and stuff, right? So people want to see people in TikTok, right? So if you are not doing employee branding, if you're not putting employees in your content, you're not relevant on TikTok. Right? Yeah, that's the first one that brands are missing out, right? So, and if you really, when you open TikTok, you expect three things. You either want to be entertained, or you want to be educated, or you want to be inspired, right? An ad does nothing. A normal ad, a brand ad, kind of does nothing of this sort, right?
Okay.
So you really have to think about, am I entertaining, am I educating, or am I inspiring?
So brands need to come up with content that engage people and
either of these three. Right? Engagement will actually come. Right? Engagement will come if you kind of figure out what you want to do. You want to entertain, you want to educate, or you just want to inspire people.
And involve employees, you say.
Yes, if it comes from, it has to come from your people.
Okay.
Right? Sure, I can bring in stars and stuff, but people are smart. They know that they are paid.
Yeah.
Right? But if you put genuine people in the content, doesn't have to be personal, so it can be an AI as well.
Yeah.
But it has to be your people that representing the brand.
I think people are going for more organic, more as credible contents.
Correct.
Because if you're obviously paid, then obviously you're going to vouch for brand now.
Exactly.
Okay, right. So I'm going to ask the same question to Shin. Okay. So what are you seeing as the biggest trends that brands should leverage on?
Thank you, Manisah. Hi, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Shin, and I'm the founder of Amazing. For me, I'm seeing same as Ravi, like we need to produce more behind the scenes, day in life, or even educational content, but more on the educational storytelling content. You need to be involved in their daily life. Yes, in their situation. You need to think about, right now I'm creating content for my own or to share my daily lifestyle. then you will get a very clear definition of how should I create the content. And of course, we say we need to be very human touch, but sometimes we can't day creating content. So we did see there is a lot of brands or even creator finding tools to help them to multiply their content. So there where AI comes in and become the game changer. It's not like we are lazy to create content by our own, just that we need to use tools to help us to maximize our ability and also to maximize the usage of our algorithm. There's a very important keywords. We can create content, but who can create content every day? The consistency on TikTok is very cruel, right? Agree? Yes.
So korang create berapa konten sehari?
Sehari,
Siapa buat satu?
seminggu.
Siapa buat satu sehari? Ada one there. Siapa buat 3 kali sehari?
Sehari ya.
Oh, ada juga. Buat 3 kali sehari. Buat sendiri ke pakai AI? Buat sendiri ke pakai AI? Buat sendiri. Okay, buat sendiri. So they doing it themselves 3 times a day. But let's see. You know, when you talk about in terms of optimizing, because you're talking about time that people have to put in order to get the results that you want, right? It's a lot of effort. So I think the next question I want to ask is, how do you measure that 10x actually? I mean, maybe I want to pass this question back to Ravi. We take turn, right? Because I've got lots of juicy stuff that I want to get from you guys. What is 10x? Is 10x of what? Okay. Because this time when I asked them, they didn't even know how to say, whether I'm at 2 or 5. Okay, what is 10x? And then, since you have a strong TikTok presence, what is your number 1 rule for creating content that performs 10x? Yeah. I'm only looking at you.
Okay. Sorry, I just want to give you a bit of a background and a context, right? So, how many of you think TikTok is a social network?
Siapa yang anggap TikTok tu social network? Social network, right? Network. Yeah. Social saja. Okay, we got 4. Yang lain? And 5. Okay, tu je. Siapa yang kalau bukan social, then what is it? For business. You also for business. Okay. So what do you think?
So basically, TikTok is just not social anymore, right? You don't follow people. TikTok algorithm don't match people. They show you the content that you're interested in, right? So, I mean, like the Indonesian account that I have about 70k followers, then how do I reach 1 million views if I only have 70k? The algorithm, what it does is it doesn't match Ravi with someone you hear. It matches my content with you. That's how the algorithm of TikTok works. So for you to really figure out what is that content that works for you, there is no other way than to produce a lot more, right? Initially, it is quantity over quality. Quantity over quality. Yeah. Keep producing, and you will figure out a niche that finds your audience.
But 10x. What is x in the first place? If you talk about quantity, like, because you got to know how to measure. So it's 10 times what? 10 times the effort versus results. How do you measure it?
The way you should measure it is how many shares or saves your content is getting.
Okay.
Right. So as a rule of thumb, I would produce 2 or 3 a day to begin with.
Okay.
For a week or 2.
Yeah.
And then you'll figure out your niche.
Right.
The way I look at it, the average views, once you reach 10k, that means you found a niche.
Okay. 10k in terms of shares.
Use 10k, you figure out a niche.
Okay.
But the moment you get shares, for your content,
Yeah.
that's when you know that the content that you're producing is either entertaining, educating, or inspiring.
Got it.
Yeah.
So, ada yang ada 10,000 tak? Ada tak yang ada 10,000 kat sini?
It's the average, right? So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Usually some work, some doesn't work.
So average kalau purata, maknanya you need to monitor the results that you're getting from your different videos, and then you average. Okay? Bila you puratakan, you average kan, you dapat 10,000, then kat situ means there is something happening there. There's something that works. But you gotta produce more contents. Don't do just one and then you go like,
Yeah, I mean, it is hard, right? It's hard. I put out one video per day in Indonesia.
Yeah.
I can't do it by person. That's why I kind of use the AI tools to do it, right? But initially, I used to put 3 a day to figure out that niche.
Right.
If brands, what they do, they put 1 a week or 2 a week.
Okay.
For them to figure out a niche, it takes a year. Right. That's why the content creators have to put a lot more effort in the beginning to figure out the niche. And then once you know you have a lot of audience, you can make them wait and give them good quality content.
Okay, got it. So Shin, you're a TV presenter, okay? So I'm trying to like be a good moderator next to the TV presenter. Okay. I've not done TV presentation before, okay? But I've tried to be active on my social media platform, okay? But what I'm interested to know is, as a TV presenter and someone who's active on social media, okay, what's your tip for creating viral content? And here I've got a bit of allergy when it comes to viral now, because you think that 1 million is viral. I want to ask you a question. What is viral in the first place, and your tips?
Okay, first of all, let me answer this in 2 sections. Okay. First of all, is like, what is the tips for me to keep on being active on the social media? First is you need to start. You don't need to be perfect to begin. You just begin, and you are on the way to be the perfect.
Okay.
You have to start first.
Okay, let me start first.
Yes.
Okay.
And then second, you need to know what is the purpose of your content. You don't just simply edit this, edit that, this trending now, I want to be the viral. Don't chase again the viral. You need to change again the consistency.
But what is
one video viral? It doesn't mean that you are viral.
Sorry, I kacau you tadi.
Yeah.
What is viral?
There's a lot of definition. 1,000 I also consider viral.
Okay.
1 million I also consider viral. So different people in different country or even in different platform, we do have a different definition of viral. But for me, one time viral is luck. But how to consistently be viral is a process. So you have to keep on doing it. If you don't have time, don't worry. Like Ravi, like Shin, use our AI. If you got time, produce something that more human touch, use your real person to do it. It's not saying that right now you got AI tools. I use everything AI, Hey, why the views never come out one? The platform know the algorithm also. The platform also want you to present in your real human touch. So get the balance of it. 60% human, 40% AI. Grow already 50-50. Really no time to create is okay. 40% human, 60% AI. But you are still keep on doing content, still producing content. Yeah.
Right. So, like when we work with brands, we find that each brand, it has its own objective, right? You have your own mission, you have your own market, right? So, if you ask me, viral means whatever size of pie or the market that you're trying to approach, is viral when most of the people in the market knows you. So I think everyone needs to kind of like make their own definition of viral. Don't let other people kind of like dictate, because they will be chasing KPI that may not be meaningful. So, okay, I'm going to move on to the next question on content strategy and virality. Okay, we kind of like touch on virality, but I want to go a bit deeper in terms of the content strategy. Okay, this is a question for both of you, and this time I'm going to start with Shin. Okay, what's the biggest mistake brands make when trying to go viral on TikTok? Oh no, you start with viral question again. Okay, for example, forced trends, over polished content. What's your view, Shin, on that?
For me, right now, actually many brands are really trying too hard to create content that is viral. But for me, every of the brand, every of the person, they do have their own culture, their own personality. So for me, the best strategy is really coming up content volume with purpose. Like how Ravi said, I totally agree. The volume is the key. You don't need to be sad if one video it didn't hit the number. It's okay. Keep on continue doing content. Once content boom, actually the rest of the content will be pushed up as well. So don't need to like delete as well. Just keep it there.
So frequency is still the key when it comes to the content. Ravi, same thing or you have other thoughts? Same thing. Okay. So you guys have to keep producing lah. Okay, keep producing. Maybe start with 1, then 2, then 3. Okay, build up. And then the moment when you find that ini dah tak boleh manual dah. Okay, so that's why you're here today. To see how we can use AI in order to double, triple, times 10 kan, 10x kan. Bila 10x so macam mana kita nak 10x kan our effort jugalah, so that we can get 10x of that in terms of results. So question for Shin. Okay. What's the biggest challenge you see creators or brands facing when trying to scale content, and how can AI solve that?
Okay, I need to ask everybody for these questions because I'm seeing, even me myself lah. The first thing is, ayo today got no mood lah, we shooting tomorrow lah. Same thing? Right. When we creating content, mood, beautiful mood is very important. Girls, lagi teruk, we need to be beautiful, right? So we need the right timing, the right feeling, the right lighting to shoot a content.
Yeah.
Wow, very hard.
Very hard.
So this is how first challenge is. We need to have a beautiful mood to start shooting a content.
Okay.
Second, we need to have a perfect ideas. Then only we will think like, okay, come on, let's do. Right now I got idea, I can start shoot for the content already.
But sorry, why is that the challenge?
The challenge is we need to have fresh idea.
Okay.
We need to act instantly.
Okay.
We need to keep on doing this action. So these three challenges which I find is the loop. If you fail the first step, you cannot complete the second and third.
Yeah.
But you complete the first one, the second you cannot go through, you still cannot have the final video.
Yeah.
But right now what we have is, if you don't have a fresh idea, what will you do?
Yeah.
GPT it lah, right? We have tools. If you don't have you're lazy to do a makeup and then set the lighting and microphone, what can help you to solve it? We do have our AI avatar lah. Like both of us, we are trying to create our promotions video before this event.
Yeah.
But we are like traveling around, and also Ravi is quite busy.
Yeah.
Both of us, our solution is the same. Use our AI to talk about the event, settle. We don't drag the team time as well. We don't drag the whole process as well. So use it wisely.
Yeah.
And then the third one, really, you need to go and explore more AI tools. Because right now, AI is approaching us. It's not us approaching AI. Even you go and find a new job, the boss will ask you, do you know any of the AI tools? This is something new. So I think we need to open up our mind and get to learn more and adapt AI wisely.
So a follow-up question to that is, for ladies that have bad hair days or bad tudung days? Does it mean that erasing is going to help to fix the hair and tudung?
We still promote the original.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think men also have their bad hair days as well, right? so they need that picture too. Okay, alright. So let me go on to Ravi. Okay, how do you balance authenticity with brand messaging on TikTok? Okay, because I think here the question is, so kita ada branding kita yang kita nak jaga. Okay, jenama kita nak ada sesuatu. Sebab kita ada sesuatu brand promise kan, sesuatu position yang kita nak, okay? Tapi at the same time, when we produce the content, it needs to be something that is authentic. Because just now I think Ravi, you mentioned that you have to have contents that connect with human, right? Even she was saying must be storytelling. It cannot be like, belilah barang I kan. They may not be the authentic type. So Ravi, what do you think? Can you share a successful example of that balance? How to balance and a successful example?
I think the cheat sheet or what you should be thinking about it. I'll tell more from a brand and individual perspective, right? From a brand perspective, TikTok is not the platform where you put ads.
Okay.
TikTok is the platform where you put content.
Okay.
Right? The content can be about anything, right? Anything related to your business, right? If you're selling phone cases, create interesting content about phone cases, right? Drop your phone and show whatever, right? But don't say, hey, this is 55 ringgit, go buy it. Nobody's interested. They're here to be entertained, right? And when we open TikTok when you're bored and when we want to kind of kill time. No, you don't open like, oh, I want to see ads, right? So that's from a brand perspective. Brands are doing that. Brands are putting ads, right? From an individual perspective, like she was saying, you just gotta start. Okay, everybody thinks that, hey, I need to be perfect, I need to be ready, I need to have good content and stuff, right? So successful creators are those who actually just started. If you go and scroll their the very first videos, they're very low quality, unscripted, raw stuff, right? So once they know what they're doing, then they add on, okay, better phone cameras, better lighting.
I think that we saw that in Khairul Amin, whoever that followed Khairul Amin. So happened, do you know Khairul Amin? Okay, so you should actually look him up. Very interesting guy, because the first time I came across him actually a few years ago. That time he was recording ways to cook dishes from his little kitchen. Yeah, and then over time, then he worked towards the very nice studio with the lighting and everything, just like what he was saying. And it's very interesting how when later on when he shared about his experience, it was kind of like what you were saying, that you just got to start. But there was another aspect that you shared that was very interesting when we spoke. You were saying like when you upload your videos in your channel, you're actually branding your content already. So technically, you don't really have to slap your brand on every single video. So maybe you could like share a bit more your thoughts on that? Yeah,
sure. So basically, all brands have creative teams, right? Graphic designers and stuff, right? So we all come from a static mindset. Hey, okay, let's go Photoshop, Canva, right? The first thing that you think about when creating a static is where to put my info. But for TikTok or any other social platform, you have a handle. You always see the handle. They see the profile picture already, and then you have a logo, you have everything in there. Why do you need to put the logo?
So tak payah, no need to hard sell. I'm telling you something like you should. So you don't need to hard sell your content as long as your channel is well organized and you've got the relevant information and you use the right profile, image or logo. Then that should be sufficient to actually brand whatever content that you put in your channel. Okay.
So the way I say it is, I can say that social media, especially TikTok, is not part of marketing. It's a different skill altogether. It's its own sales channel. It has to be different, right? If you put it under branding or marketing, then just kill it.
Okay, do we have time for an audience poll? Who's managing the audience poll? Audience poll? Okay, maybe then we move on to the next question. Okay, in the meantime, what you want to think about, okay, is the question of what type of TikTok content grabs your attention, okay, fastest. Humor, storytelling or trends. Okay, I want you guys to think about that. Okay, and then nanti I will come back to you all. Okay, on that. Okay, but let's go on to the next set of questions, which is on behind the scenes, data and execution. Oh, you want? We'll be taking again. Yeah, no worries. Okay, boleh Hold dulu soalan-soalan. Hold dulu Okay. Behind the scenes, data and execution. Okay. On this one, I memang sangat suka lah. I love data. Okay. So I want to hear from Ravi first. Okay. How do you use data and analytics? Okay. To decide what TikTok content to double down on. Okay. Macam ni kita nak tahu konten mana yang kita nak fokus on.
Shares and saves.
Shares and saves. So you mentioned some.
Yeah, the number of shares, number of saves. Okay. That's it. Think about it. When you find it entertaining, funny, you want to share to that person, right? When you hit the share button, the names that the platform suggests are the closest ones that you have, right? So you want to appeal to those.
Hang on, you're holding back here. Because when we had a chat, there was something else that you do when it comes to analytics. Because I remember you sharing that you actually have like a few influencers and I think a few sources of analytics that you look at before you choose content.
That's for my AI avatar, right? So the way I do it is I pick 5 or it's not like I'm original, right?
Right.
I don't have the time to create original content, right? So I aggregate content. I'm a content aggregator, so I follow like 10 or 20 AI influencers that put out content. I download them, I transcribe them, and then I turn it into my style of script using Claude, right? And that Claude script goes into like AI tools like these to generate the video avatar. And then I have the B-rolls and I have the editor come in. And
so this I was saying, there's a lot more work you put in.
It's a one-time work.
Yeah.
It's a one-time automation flow that you have to set up. And it does it. But the first work is to figure out the niche.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that I'm going to be talking about AI tools in the beginning, right? I still have to put out random stuff and look at which got shares, which got saves. And then I double down on that.
And what's interesting about your approach is that you also automate your AI, right? Maybe just a quick overview of that. How does one start? If I say I wanna automate my AI, what do I need to do?
So there are a few automation tools that you just have to kind of learn a bit. One is make.com, Zapier, and N8N.
Okay.
These are the automation tools that are quite popular and no code involved.
Okay.
There's zero coding involved. You just have to drag and drop, and then you'll spend a weekend and you can figure it out.
Okay.
Right. I don't code.
You don't code?
I don't code. I used to like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, but I don't code now. So all these are no code platforms.
Let me ask this magic question. How many times do you check on your AI? On your TikTok avatar?
I review the content 1 hour every weekend.
1 hour every weekend. There you go.
Now. Earlier, when I'm getting started, I used to look at more frequently. Yeah.
And after I looked at what you guys do, and after what you shared, I think people could actually automate their AI avatar with Amazing as well. Maybe Shin, you can maybe share a bit more, and also on top of that, okay, I'm going to look more questions on that. Why did you double down on building AI content creation as a SaaS platform? And what's wonderful is Malaysian AI products, definitely you guys must support. But how could like Ravi use yours for automation? Means kita nak 10x kan? Kita nak ke tak nak 10x? Kita nak ke tak nak 10x? Okay. Okay lah. Better this now. Okay. So like you want 10x, that means you have to 10x your content. So use tools like Amazing, also using, okay, and then yeah, why did you double down on building Lisa's platform?
Yes, I think that. And right now we are in the content-driven era. We are no longer newspaper, magazines, word text. People are too lazy to read right now. Me too, everybody is it. We want people to feed us the information. So we listening to radio while we're driving, we watching TV while we are eating. This already become a habit.
Yeah.
So that content gets more view, gets more share, gets more comment is because video is feeding us the content. So how can we do the content? That's why I come up with a SaaS platform where it's a content creation platform. And to decrease the workload of a presenter, yourself, you are your own boss. You are your own IP. If you don't build your IP, who else will appreciate IP? So you need to start building up your IP today with our tools, because it's a shortcut for you to start to creating your IP. You start first, then only you find out, oh, this is the right direction for me. Oh, this content, many people like me saying, shopping, sharing makeup products, or even sharing tips. So you get to know the direction of where you should go. Your image, your interests should continue. AI is helping us to do a funnel marketing, to create an awareness.
Yeah.
And then throughout the platform, you get to know which interests are the audience like to look at. And then what kind of the content can convert it into your view, your comment, or even your save profile. And right now, actually, TikTok is building Chinese content as well. Chinese KOL, Chinese content. Before this is mostly majority 80% is Malay. But starting last month, engaging a lot of the Chinese KOL for content and also for e-commerce selling. Yeah, so if you are interested in Chinese market as well, why don't we do a Malay girl but learning Chinese language on TikTok platform? Maybe the rest of the Malay friends will be very interested in this kind of daily lifestyle sharing language content. But you don't need to go and learn the Chinese lah. With AI, just one click, it translates into Chinese already.
But you know, like I think for me, if I wanted to do that, right, my concern would be, is the output correct? You know, you don't want to kind of like just generate something and then not know whether it's correct or not. So of course the current traditional way would be, okay, you take the content and you probably run it on a larger AI to ask, okay, is the language correct? I'm not sure whether Google Translate does videos, if you have the video, but there's Amazing do language checking for your clients.
We do a language translate. Yeah, so from you get to clone your image, you get to clone your voice. So the starting gimmick video, you can see I'm walking in a cafe. It's very human life like cloning, but that's actually Shin AI. So we put it starting from the image. It's more close to you. I also went to this kind of cafe. I also holding a cup of coffee. And then the quality itself is good. So that leave you another 3 seconds for you to continue watching the content. There's a golden rule of 3 seconds, first 3 seconds. So you will continue watching it.
But that's and beyond. I'm talking about fact checking the language.
Yeah.
How do you check? Like you use Bahasa Indonesia, and then your guys have got the ones who are using it, who's using for Chinese, right? How do clients get that certainty that the language is not wrong and it's correct. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you mean. In our platform, we get to translate our languages as well.
Okay, so you do translation, and then how do I confirm that the language is correct?
Normally, we will still use human to last check again.
Okay.
You don't really rely on the AI 100%.
Okay.
But to be honest, AI will make mistake.
They
To be
hallucinate.
honest,
They hallucinate.
human also make
Yeah.
mistake.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so maybe we still need someone like Chinese or even the authentic
Yeah.
person to help you to take a look lah.
Yeah.
But if for
Yeah.
entertainment content,
Yeah.
it's still okay. But for news content, have to be a human there to do the final checking.
Okay, got it. So, Ravi, how did you check your Bahasa Indonesia? The first few ones?
First few ones I used Mistral and other LLMs to fact check.
Okay.
Now I don't check anymore.
No, yeah, because so far based on your checking, so far it's not gone wrong.
Yeah, so basically these are all the things that we tell ourselves not to start. Right?
Yeah.
It's okay. Like, you're not delivering news, right? Nobody's gonna kill me if I say something wrong. It's just my niche is entertainment.
So it depends on your content. If your content is very fact-based, you gotta make sure that the language is correctly done. But if you're the type that needs checking, do the checking that you need. Okay, I get the confidence that you want to get from the tool that you're using. Okay, so I just want to do a quick time check. How much time do we have? Because I think we started just now, right? We got 15, okay. So we started slightly later now, okay. So just make sure that you guys get the most out of this session, okay. It's very hard to get these two on this stage together. So make sure that you guys are building up the questions in your head, okay, what you want to ask us. So I'm going to move on to the second last section of our discussion, which is on scaling and future of TikTok, okay. Because I think for everyone here, kita pun nak tahu juga kan, bila kita guna TikTok ni, is it something that is scalable, that it will help our brand grow, that it's not going to be something that's just, just when I'm starting up, and then when I grow, cannot suit my purpose anymore, okay? Cannot fit the scale of my business. So I'm going to start with Shane, okay? Any advice for brands or creators looking to start or to stay ahead of the curve on TikTok as the platform evolves? Any advice?
For me, my advice is start now, even if it's messy, but at least try. Keep on trying it and you will find your own way of it.
Yeah.
And also right now, TikTok is still giving a lot of traffic compared with the other platform lah. Right? TikTok is still the one that building up, pulling every people come to this platform. Okay. So I think if you want to faster get a result, and TikTok is a good platform. Yeah, you just need to find a way how to scale your content. Right. So like what we said just now, trying to find a balance, 60% human, 40% AI, just do it. Because let's do a calculation lah. Right. Such as like today, me myself, I do have one platform, building it every day. Right. But with AI, I can use my AI to scale another 10 content, to blast it out to another 10 platform, meaning that there is a 10 content of sheet being aware on the TikTok. Right. So when you scroll, oh, there's awareness. Yeah. But I'm using a limited time to skill this ability. Yes.
So nampaknya there's no shortcut. Okay. Berapa kali dah the speaker cakap start now, do more, start now, do more, start now, do more. Right. So berapa kali dah cakap, so maknanya okay, conclusion daripada jawapan she tadi, start now and do more, please. Okay. Alright. So then I'm going to move on to Ravi. Okay. Do you think AI generated TikTok content, so here we're talking about voices, automated editing, for example, will dominate soon, or will human creativity still win?
I mean, my AI generated content is my human creativity, right? So At the end of the day, the content doesn't matter, the medium doesn't matter, as long as the content is entertaining.
Right.
Right. 90% of your Hollywood movies are CGI. Right. They are not flying really. They are flying around green screens with wires on them. Right. You still watch it.
Yeah.
That's AI. That's CGI. Now it's AI. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's the content. Is it value? Did you get anything out of it?
Yeah.
That's the end of it.
Yeah, it was amazing when I found out that the Life of Pi. Did you guys watch that movie? Yeah. There was no real tiger, and then it was actually done on green screen. So that was really amazing. So you guys can actually create your own Life of Pi at home, technically, right? Actually. But I'm very, very interested in your perspective about your view that it's always been you. You know, it's always been your creativity and not AI. And I really, really think so as well. Because whatever AI tools that you use, in the end, if let's say you're the one that put in the thought about what to say and what visuals to expect, the prompts are coming from you. It's actually a human driven process. I think it's slightly different when you automate, but even then, you're saying that even when you automate, it's still you driving the whole thing. You're driving the decision, right? So, very interesting indeed. So, just that I think when you use AI and when you use creativity, maybe apa yang kita kena buat, kita kena tukar creativity kita sikit. Kreatif dalam prompt kita. Okay, when we prompt, be more creative, and then be able to the output dalam cara yang lebih mantap menggunakan AI. It's quite interesting how when I look to the right, I'm speaking Malay, and when I look to the left, I'm speaking English. There's kind of like a border of language here. I hope you guys can follow the discussion. Tapi siapa yang ada benda tak faham, tolong kat tangan. Kita happy nak clarify balik. Okay. So, to both of you, what's one underrated TikTok hack that brands should try? Okay, so maybe this one, I can start with, you can start with Shin. Yeah. What's one underrated TikTok hack that brands should try?
For me, the TikTok views is like a dating.
Is that what?
Dating.
Dating, okay.
Views is like a dating.
Okay.
Someone pass by,
Okay.
but the comment is someone interesting with you, so it will text you. You got what I mean?
Oh.
So the comment is very important.
So views tengok je.
Dating, tengok je, cantik.
Tapi tengok.
And then bye-bye. And then bye-bye.
Okay.
But when leaving a comment, meaning like, bolehkah?
I
have your number.
Okay.
Yeah, interested.
Okay.
So, go and reply the comment on your comments. On your video comments.
Okay.
Reply back.
Jangan PM. Don't PM them. Don't direct message them.
You can reply in the public and even creating a relevant content from the comment. It means that you giving back response. Like Ravi comment on you, on me, I will use that comment and create another content. And then when Ravi see it, Ravi will like, oh, she got mentioned about this. She got care about my comment.
So I love you.
Not yet love, not interested, but slowly we'll have another feeling.
A bit more interested lah, a bit more kan? Okay.
So go and respond back the comment, or even you can use the comment to create another video ideas. There is way you get free ideas.
Yeah. Because for the text, then you can use it as idea to generate an image, diagram, things like that, right? Okay, right. So, same question for Ravi. Yeah, what would be your hack, or you also use the word cheat sheets now? Yeah.
Couple of things, right? So, and this is applicable only for TikTok. TikTok is that platform where you kind of upload two similar videos and it doesn't penalize.
Okay.
Right? So, let's say if you have content and if you're not sure what hook works for you, upload both. Right? Doesn't matter. Right? The one, because it's not matching brand to a person or a person to a person, it's matching content to a person. So it works, right? That, and again, I don't think other platforms will have tolerance for this, like TikTok, right? Yeah. So upload both, doesn't matter. Upload two versions.
So then you look at the results.
You get the results and then you learn, right?
Yeah.
And other hack or cheat sheet that brands should use is don't get fixated on one handle. Create multiple handles. Like that doesn't matter. Like you're all going after that blue tick. No, right? It's just create 10. Doesn't matter if I am a brand, if I'm FMCG brand, or let's say if I'm, I don't know, Jag Grocer or Veg Grocer, I'll create 10 different accounts for each brand or each branch. Doesn't matter, because end of the day, what they remember is one brand.
Got it. So I think for everyone here, I think this is kind of like a development of the tip actually, or the earlier feedback. Start now, do more. Here, do more, double it up. If you're confused, kalau kita keliru nak buat konten apa, upload je. Sebab bila kita upload pelbagai version, TikTok will allow you to actually work with the multiple contents, okay, and then tengok data maybe versi yang ni lebih baik daripada tu. Kalau macam apa poin-poin yang ada versi yang macam model pakai makeup versus tak pakai makeup. Video versi suri rumah. Lepas tu tengok macam mana orang respond to your content. Because then if you see that, actually the suri rumah version dapat lagi banyak kan? So that's your feedback lah, yang mengatakan itu adalah cara yang lebih baik, content yang gets more response. When you do it like that. Okay, so before we get your final thoughts, I think maybe we can go through some of the questions that we have on Slido. Okay, right. So we have the first question, which is quantity of video or quality of video. Now I think that one has been answered many times. In fact, talk about quantity. Dah banyak kali dia pun cakap. Post. You need to run lots of contents. Quantity, in the case of TikTok, quantity is important. Okay, bukan quality je. Okay. And what is the best formula for TikTok video now? So kita dah cakap tadi, storytelling, must be engaging. Okay, that one pun dah terjawab. Okay, apa beza amazing and hygiene? Okay, somebody asked that. Maybe Shin can take the question.
Alright, I do know that the Hygiene and some of the China company, they do have their own AI avatar platform here in Malaysia, correct? But what makes it amazing, different from the others platform is, first of all, our server is built in Malaysia. So it means that our data is kept back in Malaysia. And then second, it's responsive, faster, alright? And then the third thing is the language. We are the Malaysia build company. So we help to train Malaysian Chinese. We help to train the Malaysian bahasa. Yeah, this makes the difference. And also me myself, I'm very typical on the presentable. Yeah. So for me, the idea is very important. The lip sync, I cannot. So I train my own source code to have our best amazing stars where our AI avatar. So, yeah, feel free to give it a try. Register yourself on our amazing.ai platform. You will get a free trial. You can try it out. But the best is to try to clone yourself into an AI avatar, and you will see the convenience, and you will feel that, wow, there's such powerful tools here with us. So use wisely of the AI tools.
Okay, alright. So thank you, Shin, for taking the question. So I'm going to open up to the floor. Okay. Any burning questions from the audience? Ada sesiapa ada soalan tak untuk Shin ataupun Nalvi? Ada tak soalan berkenaan konten TikTok 10X? Okay, kita ada satu orang. Sorry, can we have the mic? The gentleman in front actually asked first. If you can have the mic here. And then the lady at the back can stand by. Okay. Please ask us your questions.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Hello, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Jazwan from marketing manager from Telekom Hikmah. Right, so I have a marketing manager from Telekom Hikmah.
Telekom Hikmah. Okay.
All right, so I have a question actually because our topic for today is power of marketing with AI, right? So Shin, you look so demure today, right? So I have a question for you. All right, so I'm really have a deep interest in your software, which is amazing, right? So I have a question. Let's say I have a team of content creators right now. So the gap that I have between my team is actually to fill the talent because they are not actually an actors or actresses. So it is quite impossible for them to convey the element of content, which is emotions. So can actually your AI power up our marketing team by delivering content that can actually pull up or power up the elements of emotions in content.
Okay, Shin, jawab.
You mean for emotions? For the emotions, like happy, sad, that kind of emotions? Okay, first of all, you need to understand how we create a AI avatar. So you need first to create a original video first. Then we will send this original video to our AI machine to train it. It will become a template. If you want to be emotion, the original video, you be that emotion. You need to think before you shoot the original video. Like I do have many set of my avatar. One is a very formal entrepreneurial IP set. So I talk officially, I move like this, presentable. Another set is more lifestyle. I go to the shop, do a check-in visit. I go to the cafe and then share about my daily lifestyle. You can create your own personality of your AI avatar. Yeah. Another one maybe is like more emotional, but I don't feel like emotional content drags people attention.
It depends.
Really?
It depends on what that.
Yeah.
Telekom, you want the beyond emotion, kan? Like people wanting, like when mothers want Telekom for from their children, they want the emotion in there. But I think this question is like, what if your team is like they cannot act, kan? Tak boleh berlakon. So if you take a video of people who cannot act, can you make them be able to act?
Okay, we still need to create the original video first. So you want them to act for 30 videos, or you want them to act for one video? You choose. If you use AI, they just need to act for one time. The rest of the time, you handle it to AI to duplicate the content. Right now, it's very hard to manage talent. That is why some of our clients, they create their own AI ambassador to replace finding AI representative or AI representative or even ambassador.
Okay.
Because human, we have emotions. This year, the contract will be like this. Next year will be increased, right? So when brands creating their own IP, their ambassador, it's considered their asset. They forever together with the company. Even when the CEO or even CFO resign, the IP is still there.
Okay, right. I nak curi masa sikit. Because we got one more question at the back there. Maybe we take one last question. Okay.
Hi, my name is Lisa from Hong Leong Tagakul. My question is to Mr. Rambi. Earlier on, you mentioned that TikTok is like its own marketing compared to other platforms. I just want to ask, like, do you repurpose your content to Reels or any other platform? And if you do you see any difference of like metrics, like maybe less engagement? Is it like strategy, like maybe that's more fun, but Reels is not? So do you use it?
Yes, I do repurpose it. Once you produce content, you have to put it in as many platforms. Content creation is one. Content distribution is as important. Of course, I started out on TikTok. I recently started distributing on Instagram as well. I have about 12K followers in Indonesia and Instagram. I have YouTube Shorts. I have everywhere. I have LinkedIn. I distribute it everywhere, and it's all automated, right? You have a lot of platforms that kind of can post your content in multiple platforms, right? So yeah, distribution is as important. To answer your second question, the fastest results for a short form video is still TikTok. You can test whatever you want and then put it out there. There is a slight difference for TikTok audience and Instagram audience, but I create for a platform with the biggest traffic for now, right? I don't want to create separate content for each platform at the moment. I just don't have the resources or time.
So, so we got one more last question, but if I can just close up on that one, it means start now, do more, quantity over quality, repurpose, okay? So it means just because you produce one doesn't mean you stop. You have to keep on. You can actually repurpose and reuse the content.
Yeah, you have, it's more of a distribution, not really repurposing. Yeah. You have a piece of content sitting on your drive.
Yeah.
How many platforms you can put it out there?
Yeah.
Put it out there.
Okay. This is a question that I cannot say no because it's coming from my partner. Go ahead, Sumi.
Okay, just to close out the session, my name is Silmi from Rankings Inc. I want to ask, for some people, creating your avatar makes perfect sense. Shin, obviously, and our brother MC, Sado, okay. But some people, we actually have a different image of ourselves than reality. So what do? Do we create a different avatar, or do we go for cute cats like what Ravi has done? Do we go for something cute, or do we go for something real, or what is the
What's your advice?
What's the advice here? What's the strategy here? Because it's all about creating engagement and attraction, and sometimes reality can be a bit of a distraction. So how do we navigate that? I'm interested to see from both. What's the position? Because I've seen your cat videos. They're really cute and it attracts a lot of attention.
So let's go for the cat answer first, the cat lover answer first, and then we'll go for the TV presenter answer next.
If you watch the full cat video, there's still me explaining how to produce that cat video.
Yeah, so
it's still my human. Right? So just produce your human content. Doesn't matter.
Be you.
Faceless, doesn't matter. You just have to put it out there. Right? So there is no right thing or wrong thing. There is no lighting. There is no makeup. There's nothing, right?
So kalau tuan-tuan dan perempuan comel macam saya, jangan rasa apa malu-malu, buat je. Because at the end it's about you representing your brand, right? Engaging with your target customers. So there has to be that confidence in yourself because kita nak engage dengan kita punya customers kan. So tak boleh nak segan silu, kan? Shin.
For me, why do we need to choose? Just try everything. Like first, you can create your own virtual idol. You build your virtual idol. You be the boss behind it. Or you build a team of AI talent. I do see the market is gonna change soon. KOL. After that, we have KOC, correct? And then I think the next trend is gonna be AI talent. There is
KOC is key opinion. Customer?
Consumer, yeah.
Consumer.
Yeah. So it means like everyone is KOC.
Okay. So everyone can fly, now everyone can be a TV presenter and model.
Everyone can be a boss of your virtual idol. If you have the knowledge, just build your AI talent. It can be beautiful, it can be handsome, it can be Angmo, it can be like foreigner or even like Malaysian, Miss Malaysia as well. Do have an AI Miss AI existing in the world right now. There's a competition.
Miss
So
AI.
every of the country they create their own Miss AI.
Actually, come to think of it, nowadays you can even have your own TV. You can even have your own TV. Okay?
Yes.
So to close off, I think thank you so much for all the questions. I think lots of questions that is don't stop asking because